Hi everybody, it's Miss Sarah. So today starts our new journey in online education, and even though we can't be together, we can still be together this way. So today I'm super excited about the story that I have to share with you. Some of you may have even heard it before, and here it is. Our title is Jack and the Beanstalk. Some of you may have even heard of this story before. The author of this is Mara Alperin, and she's the same author who wrote, if you remember, Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Little Pigs. She's the same author. And the illustrator is Mark Chambers. He did all the pictures in this story. So here's the back cover, and there's a lot that we can learn from the back cover. Sometimes the back cover has a little bit about the book, so I'm going to read and tell you what it says. When Jack climbs up an enormous beanstalk, he discovers a giant's castle high up in the clouds. But the giant likes to eat little boys. ... I wonder what's going to happen. How will Jack ever escape? And look, what do you notice above our words up here? And here, look, it's a talking bubble, and the words are really dark and they're big, and so I'm going to use a bigger voice when I say them. He says, "Come back here!" Look here. I wonder who this is. He's got a talking bubble that says, "No fear." And down here, there's a hen with a talking bubble that says, "Oh dear." Now, this is a fairy tale. So if you remember about fairy tales, they are not real. They usually have some type of magic in them. So this is not a true story. So when you see this giant trying to eat the little boy, it's not true. Just a fairy tale. Okay. So here is, excuse me, here's our title page, Jack and the Beanstalk. A picture with all different sorts of beans on it. Here's our dedication page. It says, "To Grandmama, thank you for all the books." And here's the title page, Jack and the Beanstalk. And here's where I start reading, right here. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see better. Let's see. Okay. Deep in the countryside lived a widow and her son, Jack. The cottage was crumbling and their clothes were patched. They were very, very poor. Can you say the word crumbling? Let's say it together. Crumbling. Crumbling means to break apart into little pieces. Sometimes when you eat a cookie, it breaks apart into little pieces. That means it's crumbling. Let's say it one more time. Crumbling. One day, Jack's mother said, "We must sell our cow. Take her to the market, Jack, and bring home some gold pieces." And so he set off to town. But before Jack had gotten very far, he met a strange little man. "That's a fine cow," the man said. "I'll swap you 5 magic beans for her." "Magic beans?" said Jack. "Are they really magic?" "Magic they are, or chop off my beard and knit it into a sweater," croaked the little man. Magic beans! Jack couldn't wait to tell his mother. He clutched them tightly and ran all the way home. Jack's mother was furious. That's a fun word. Can you say furious? Furious. Furious means very, very angry. So if you look at her face, she looks very angry. I wonder how Jack's feeling right now when his mom is so furious. "We need money, not useless old beans," she cried, and she threw them out of the window in disgust. But late that night, a tiny bean sprout poked out from the ground. And then it grew and grew and grew. The next morning, the beanstalk stretched high into the sky. The beans were magic, Jack cried. But what's at the top? I wonder what is going to be at the top of this long, curly beanstalk. Jack climbed up, up, up the beanstalk. He's wondering too. At last, he reached the very top. There, shimmering in the sunlight, was ... dot, dot, dot. Those dots tell us that something's going to happen. I wonder what it is. It was a magnificent castle. Just then, Jack's stomach rumbled. I must find some breakfast, he thought, and he tapped on the castle door. The door creaked open, and a huge giantess smiled down. Hello, Jack shouted up. Please, do you have any food? You poor thing, boomed the giantess. Come right in, but quickly before the giant gets up. Look at, they put all of these words in uppercase letters. That means that she's using a big voice when she's saying them. What a marvelous feast! There was an enormous loaf of bread and a gigantic jar of jelly. Jack dug in at once. But suddenly the room began to shake. Boom, boom, boom! Oh my goodness, cried the giantess. He's coming! And she shoved Jack under a teacup to hide. Into the room stomped a big, scary, hungry giant. How would you feel if you saw a big, scary, hungry giant come up to you? How would that make you feel? And he says, Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman, he said. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Don't be silly. There's nobody here but us, the giantess scolded. Now go and wash before breakfast. So he smells someone and she says, there's no one here. Jack trembled. I must leave now, he thought. He was halfway down the hall when he heard a ... dot, dot, dot. I wonder what he's going to hear. Can you turn to somebody that you're next to and tell them what you think he heard? What do you think? Squawk! It was a hen with bright golden feathers. Help, she clucked. Set me free and I'll lay you golden eggs every morning. Jack scooped up the hen, but then he heard huge footsteps thundering after them. Dot, dot, dot. Something's going to happen. Did you think it was going to be a hen that he heard? I didn't. Oh, and here comes the giant. And remember what he says? Do you want to say it with me? Fee, fi, fo, fum, roared the giant. I smell the blood of an Englishman. And there he is. Jack raced out of the door. He jumped. Dot, dot, dot. Those dots, there they are. That means something's going to happen. And he slid down the beanstalk. Down, down, down. All the way back to his cottage. Mother, quick, bring the axe, he shouted. And there he is going down the beanstalk. Down, 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 and there's his mother. Jack's mother swung the axe at the beanstalk. Thwack! It shuddered and shook, and then the giant came tumbling down. And remember what he says? Fee, fi, fo. But he didn't make it to the thumb. He crashed. And that was the end of the giant. Jack hugged his mother tight. Look what I found, he said. And he showed her the golden hen. Oh, Jack, said his mother, I'm so glad you're safe. And you were right about those magic beans. And there's the mother. She chopped down the beanstalk. And there's the giant. Show his feet laying down. So Jack, his mother, and the golden hen all lived happily ever after. And with lots of golden eggs, they were never poor again. And there they are, with their golden eggs and their hen. So that is Jack and the Beanstalk. I hope you enjoyed it.